better find a place to take cover because Cannonball has arrived and he's about to destroy some cards. What's going on, guys? My name is Zach Rizal, back with a brand new Marvel Snap video. Hope you're all doing so fantastic on this amazing Tuesday. Tuesdays are my favorite kind of days. Why? Because we get some brand new cards added to Marvel Snap. So, with that being said, we got a Series 5, 5/8 stat line, pretty good. And then we have Cannonball. Cannonball, on reveal, move the highest power enemy card here away. So, if it's a 15 power Devil Dinosaur and that's the highest card power-wise in that lane, move it away. But if it can't move, destroy it with a rock. Now, how do we use this to the absolute most efficiency? Super simple. Junk, right? Why junk? Because we're filling up these lanes, our opponent's lanes, with these negative cost cards. And if we can get these negative cost cards over and we can clog their lanes, that card that we move with Cannonball doesn't have anywhere to go. And so that's a free rock. It's being added onto our opponent's side. Man, this has worked like a charm. So we have a 1 -3 hood here, can be sent over with Annihilus, and we get a 1/6 demon added to our hand, which is just great value. We have the Nebula, one of the best 1-drops in the game. If your opponent refuses to play on her, she can really scale, and for a 1-drop, excellent value. We have Daredevil, just to get a read on turn 5. So let's say we don't have that Ravonna. We didn't throw the Ravonna down. We have a 5-cost Pro X. We can really get a strong read on where our opponent's going to play, so we can seriously just solidify a Pro X lane as easy as that. We have the Jeff. Because we're playing Pro X, sometimes they might have a little way to sneak in there some extra power. No worries. We got a little baby land shark to help us out. There's the Ravonna. It's going to affect our Green Gob, our Hobgob, and our Pro X, making them 1 cost cheaper, which is super good. There's the Green Gob. Just goes over to the other side, -3 power. Sentry. Sentry's very good here. Not only do we get a lot of stats from Sentry, but wherever you play, you have to play on the left side or the middle location. He will send the Void to the right location, which can then be Annihilus over. There's a Hobgob, same thing as the Green Gob. There's the Pro X, unique addition into this kind of list. I think it's super viable because, like I said, if we can lock down that lane and then clog our opponent further with Green Gob, Hobgob, Hood, all that kind of stuff, we can then just throw down that Cannonball. The card can't go anywhere and it will just be destroyed. And then we have the Annihilus to send over all those negative powered cards to our opponent's side. There's the big bad boy himself, Cannonball, and then we're usually going to have priority. That's when we Goliath, right? Simple as that. So when it comes to Cannonball, in this list, he's so much fun and absolutely magnificent addition to some junk. I've been having a blast with him, and I strongly recommend that you guys pick him up. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Do all that fine jazz makes the happiest person here in the world at Zal Snap. And yeah, there we go. I hope you guys have an excellent day. It is Cannonball Day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Snap out and bring back Chavez on 6, please. All right, so we're into a game here real quick, real fast. We got Subterraria. We just drew a rock. Could have called that. Just saying, could have called that was going to happen. So we have the Ravonna Renslayer down the middle here. They even a Koi. Whoa, nice split right there, Alonzo. Very nice split. That's amazing. Love that. Okay, so we're winning the middle here. Excuse me. And so, yeah, okay, we're going to draw all 4 rocks. I promise that's what's going to happen. We're going to draw every single rock imaginable here. It's going to happen. And let's actually undo our turn. Such an amazing feature. Let's throw down the demon on the left because that Pro X is going to get dragged over. Okay, and so is that Wolfsbane. So we establish some type of priority here? Okay, we do. So as long as they don't play the left, we should be okay. We should be fine here. So they don't. Excellent. So we lock down that lane. There's the Werewolf. Not going to get moved. You know what? We're going to draw every single rock this game. It's going to happen. We're going to draw it. Okay, so we're going to throw down the Sentry in the middle. This should establish priority for us. Okay, and there's the Wong. Oh, no, we don't draw this last rock, right? We just get a lie. We get Cannonball. Okay, this made things a little bit more interesting here. Okay, so it just has to be Cannonball middle. And it's going to hit the Wong. But, I mean, that's really all we have. Let's see here. Okay, so it moves the Wong. Play rock. Spider-Woman. That comes over. That's 6. And we just got it. See? The Spider-Woman didn't go off twice because it hit the Wong. Cannonball is good. I'm telling you guys. Cannonball is good. All right, so we're into a game here real quick, real fast. We got the Isle of Silence. We got Tinkerer's Workshop. So we have a couple options here. I think the best thing to do would start with the Ravonna just to get some cost reduction down. And that means on 3, we go Daredevil. On 4, we go Hobgob. Or we could do this now into the Ravonna. Yeah, I think we'll just Ravona now. Let's get the cost reduction down. There's a Sebastian Saw, so we got a Surfer list here. We do have a Surfer list. Well, usually, you know, it's probably a Surfer list. Okay, so it gets rid of our Green Gob. It gets rid of their Brood. That's massive for us. Okay, so now we'll... Yeah, now we'll just Daredevil. We'll do a little Daredevil action here. Okay, and so we could Annihilus now. Or excuse me, Sentry. We could Sentry now, which wouldn't be a bad idea. Or we could even Hobgob. And then Sentry Annihilus. Which I don't mind that. A couple play, you know, this is a good thing about this list. There's a couple play options, which is a massive, massive reason why I like to run junk as well. So yeah, we'll just always Sentry. It's just such a big power swing, so much bigger than just throwing down the Hobgob. Okay, so there's a magic. So I think now we will Hobgob instead of doing the Annihilus this turn. Okay, so we get the Hood. Okay, and we can also see what they're going to do with the Daredevil. We get a little insight onto what they're going to play. So let's see what they do here. Hopefully we get a good read. So let's find out. They throw one card down the middle. It's a Sarah. Okay. So if that's the case, then I think we will just Annihilus now. 100%. Yeah, I mean, we do the Annihilus now, and then we just send the Void over. Or we can do this into this, and then Annihilus, but then again, they might fill since they have a lot of cards. So I think the most optimal thing now is we'll just do the Annihilus now. We'll send that over to the right. Okay, this is good. This is going very, very well. And so we do have a Cannonball, which is fantastic. And so we can do this. And we'll also just do a little bit of this. We'll throw down the Hood and the Nebula so that we get the Demon to our hand. And so we can throw down the Demon and the Cannonball. We probably will have priority by the end of this turn. So this should be good. We could even save the Hood, but getting that 1/6 Demon is fantastic. We'll take that every day of the week, right? So let's see what our opponent does here. Obviously, it's a classic Sarah Surfer from what I've seen so far, but there is a magic is a little interesting. A little interesting. But there's no way they fill the middle here. Okay, perfect. I think they actually even bail on the right. There's our Hood. There is our Nebula. There's an Ironheart. Okay. Storms. Into the Surfer. Gets the Surfer down now. Okay. And now we can... Oh, well, this is interesting, right? So we could Cannonball. And so we would be at 5 power. That's not enough to do that. This will move the magic somewhere else, which could prove beneficial, especially if they fill the middle, right? Let's just say they play one card in the middle. Oh, but even so, even if they play 2 cards, one in the middle, one in the left, that magic can't move. Yeah, so we'll Cannonball on the right. Do I want to do it in the middle? No, I think we'll just Cannonball on the right. Let's see what happens. So that magic goes into the middle. We do that. There's the Absorbing Man, which takes the Surfer. Boost up a whole bunch of these cards right here. Into the Mockingbird, into the Maria Hill. And that's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. It was close. It's not going to be enough, but there you go. Cannonball. Ideally, if they would have put a card in the left and the card in the middle, that magic would have been destroyed and would have been replaced with a rock, which is awesome. We couldn't get it all, but nonetheless, still a great card all in itself. All right, so we're into a game here real quick, real fast. We do have the White Hot Room, so we're going to try to push for that every single time, right? We're going to try to shoot for the White Hot Room, get this +3 max energy. Should prove super, super useful. And then if they try to fill the White Hot Room as well, we can just Annihilus on 5, send over all the junk, and if none of that can get sent over, we can simply just destroy it, which makes it fantastic. So we're going to throw down the Ravona now on the left-hand side. Hopefully we draw into the Cannonball. For some reason, I have not drawn this Cannonball one time. I don't know what's going on. We need it. Come on. Okay. Excuse me. Cards can't be played over there, so that's probably good for him, if I had to assume. So we'll throw down the demon on the left here. We might even Pro X and or Sentry here, depending on what our opponent plays. But it might be a good little Pro X lane, especially if we can beat him to the move. Do we establish priority here? I'm pretty sure we do. Yeah. Okay. So we take priority. So that means they have to beat 7 power on the left. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Doctor Strange. It seems to be a lot. I mean, they might have a Shang-Chi as well. So I'm thinking the safer option would just be do this. And then we can annihilate the Void over, which wouldn't be bad at all. Yeah, I think that's what we will do. Because if we do this, we have that, but then they can win the right so easily. And we do have a Jeff. So yeah, we're just going to Sentry. We'll do a little Sentry now. Into the Annihilus in the middle here. There's the Iron Fist into the Forge. Okay, so he moves the Forge over. Okay, this is good. So we'll just do a little bit of this. You know what? Yeah, we'll do. Couple options here. We didn't get the Cannonball, and I don't know how useful he would be in this situation. I think it's just always Annihilus, and we might as well throw down a Nebula. Actually, it's gonna be 0 power anyway, but hopefully they don't play on it too much, right? So he buffs up a huge Vision, which is gonna give 0 on the right. There's our Nebula, and we do have priority as well. So he is forced to move that Vision to the right. And if he doesn't, he loses. But we do have a Cannonball here, which is like super exciting. I mean, it just always seems to be alive because he has to move that Vision to the right. So we could go, we haven't seen the Cannonball yet. We could just go for the Cannonball. We're going to have 7 power added to the middle here. And then we can also Pro X for, the fun of it. We can do that on the left side here. But it's probably just, you know what? We're going for it. We're going for the Cannonball. We're going to do it. We're going to do it here. So we Cannonball. That moves to the right. And so we Pro X. Heimdall moves everything over. Oh, we just snuck it. Okay, it might not have been the best play, but we had to see some Cannonball action. There we go, guys. All right, so we're into a game here real quick, real fast. We have the Nexus and Atlantis. We threw down the Hood. We got a Demon. So here we're just going to throw down the Ravonna Renslayer. There's the Kingpin. All right, so we got some move action here. We got a little bit of move action. Okay, so we got 2 Nebulas. So we'll throw down the Nebulas in the exact same lane. And then we'll throw down the Demon in the middle. Try to establish some type of priority here. That'd be excellent. And then we're going to clog up the middle bad for him. Yeah, we're going to clog up the middle like really bad. And he's going to try to do the same to us, which is perfectly fine. That's no big deal. Hits it, we're at -5. If anything that helps us, hopefully we get the Annihilus so we can send it over. All right, so we don't get priority, but I'm going to assume they're not going to fill the middle. There's just no way they fill the middle here. Hopefully they just play 1 card, and then they're locked in. And then we can just go from there. Annihilus would be a fantastic draw. But let's see what our opponent does. Okay, so they just play 1 card. And so Mega Red. Okay, excellent. Perfect. And then we can just Hobgoblin in the middle here. There we go. So they're clogged. And we won this game. I'm like 95% sure. So we can Jeff, and we'll throw down Daredevil in the middle here. And we should be okay here. Yeah, we should be perfectly fine. I throw 1 card down on the left here. It's a Cannonball. They move our Ravonna. Okay, that's also perfectly fine. No big deal. We Jeff right here. We Daredevil right here. Okay, so we could actually, we could do this and then to this, and then that is a lot of power. But I mean, unless they move one of my cards, but they already have the Polaris. If they Magneto, we don't have any cards that even fit into that realm here. So it's just Goliath on the right. Simple as that. But we did have another play line and moving the Jeff over. I mean, Niles, we get rid of that -5, which is probably even the stronger play. But no, I mean, Goliath went to the game right there. So I mean, quality gameplay, high quality gameplay. There you go.